Good morning, students. It is March 18th, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm making this video because I've just now, and I think some of you got the remind me message, that I completed the triangle proof practice document, and I went on and edited everybody's and made some comments, but I saw there were about 3 problems that several of you just kind of got off a little bit, so I want to make some videos on those. So first was number 8. Number 8 here shows that, oh, I didn't mean to put these lines over here. I was just playing around with the technology beforehand. So number 8 says segment BA is congruent to CD, and that's given to us right here. That's given. Perfect. That's the only one that was given to us. And then we have, and this is from someone that already completed the problem. I'm just going ahead and looking at what they did and why it was incorrect. Then we have that segment AC is congruent to segment AC, and that's the reflexive property. It's not reflective. It's reflexive. So it's reflexive, reflexive property. But still, that's pretty much still correct. We got that. And then now the last one saying that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA by side angle side. Now this is not going to work. One reason is that with it being side angle side, right? Side angle side states that for the most part you're going to have an angle included in between two sides. So let's just say we happen to have 2 triangles here as an example, and then we're going to have a side that's congruent, then we happen to have an angle, sorry, that arc came out really bad, an angle that's congruent, and then we have another side that's congruent. This is side angle side because the angle is now included in between 2 sides. That's how that works. Now the postulate is followed in the order of which the letters are. So side angle side, meaning you have a side, an angle, and a side that are both congruent on either triangle in the same exact positions, right? So now let's just say we have as another example over here. I know they're supposed to be triangles, so, my bad. So now if I have a side here, I have an angle here, but then I have, let's say this side for that one, and then this side for this one. That's not side angle side, because you don't have the same exact measurement, the same exact positions on either triangle being congruent to each other. So now here, for the one that we're going back to for this example, so this here would not work. The one over here in yellow, we are looking at it being, this is an example of side angle side, and that's not what we have up here for problem 8. So now for problem 8, we have several different triangle postulates, but there's one that if we are looking at a right triangle, right, and we have a right triangle right here, if we're looking at a right triangle, and if we happen to have the hypotenuse and the legs being congruent on both triangles, they're congruent by the hypotenuse leg theorem because it's a right triangle. So now in this case, we know the hypotenuse, which is right across from the right angle, is congruent because the hypotenuse here is the one that was reflexive. So we know that the hypotenuses are congruent because we had the reflexive property for line AC and AC. And then we have a leg congruent because they gave us that AB is congruent to DC. So number 8 here, whenever you have a right triangle, think about hypotenuse leg and see if you can make it work. Because with hypotenuse leg, if a right triangle has been given to you, you only have to, for the most part, kind of prove 2 other aspects of this triangle, which is the hypotenuse and the leg. A lot of the other ones, you have to have at least 3 components of the triangle to make it work. Angle, angle, side, side, angle, side, things of that nature. Angle, side, angle. But in this case, you only have to have 2 because you have a right triangle being proven. So this one here needs to be, so this one should finish off with hypotenuse leg. Also, if you recognize this problem does not end the correct way, you should have QED somewhere at the bottom of this problem, which a lot of you did not do. And the instructions even say make sure your proof ends properly. So the take-home exam, I'm looking for all of these. This was just a homework assignment. Take-home exam is going to be an actual grade, a quiz grade in the grade book. So you want to make sure you look at all the small details for that one. But this is number 8. So you have a right triangle. You're thinking about hypotenuse leg. Sometimes you have a right triangle. You can prove it side angle side in other ways. But whenever you have a right triangle, think about hypotenuse leg first and just see if you can make that work. Okay, that's number 8. I'll do 20 and 21 coming up.